And hey folks, how you doing? Durinde back with the continuing Let's Play of Star Trek New Horizons, the Stellaris mod. Glad to have you along as we, well, it's episode 2, so we're just kind of kicking things off. We've met a couple people. We met the Vulcans, we've met the Tellarites. Things are fairly friendly so far. How is Earth shaping up? Let's take a look here. Earth is doing okay. We got a couple mines on the go. Still a lot of tile blockers that we can clear, but that's about it. Nothing more really mineral-wise. Quite a bit of engineering we could get on the go if we wanted to do that. What's it cost for us to clear one of these tiles? 100 energy? Yeah, in fact, we'll do that because I would like to get our science boosted as much as possible. We have somebody leaving for greener pastures, heading out to the gem there, and still got to get our fleet built up a little bit because, as always, those pirate bases. The Tellarites, okay, they can use the Cassius Belly against us. That's fine. That's fine. That's just because we're touching borders. That's okay, though. It's okay to touch borders. Just don't do it in a aggressive fashion when you're touching borders. Okay, so everything else is okay for now, science-wise. 17 months before anything happens there. Mars, we can upgrade a building. Apparently we can upgrade our mine? Is that right? I guess we can upgrade our ship shelter, and then that would let us, yeah, that would let us upgrade that mine. Okay. We would need like 500 minerals for that to happen, though, I believe. Or is it 315? 315, there we go. So maybe we'll save up for that. We do have the construction ship working in this system. I think we're doing like one thing at a time here. Complete. Yeah, you don't have any other orders right now. Tell you what, we'll pick up that 2 energy. I mean, I could... I mean, these planets are habitable, so like once we set up a colony on each of these planets... Springboard, that's a great name for like the first human colony, because it's a springboard into the universe. Yeah, once we settle there, I mean, we're going to get these resources anyway. And what's that going to cost us? Like 3 something? Colonize. Let's see. 362 to colonize. Okay. We've met some aliens here. There's just 2 energy. We should grab territory, though, especially in this early stage of the game. And plus, there's nothing else in this system, so... we will send our construction ship to build a... Vulcans want to do a coalition? Yeah, that's... We will stand as one in the and we've met the Andorians. Okay. I did read in the patch notes that it's like the Andorians have their own version of the Federation. I kind of want to see what that's about as well. There's some sort of unidentified empire here. Okay. Construction ship. What? I want to... Can we not claim this system? Star is not within our borders. Are we maxed out for star bases? No. Everything's been explored here? It looks like it has. Oh. Okay. Someone already has... Okay, so whoever this empire is... okay, it's Andorian. There we go. Looks like we shared some map data as well. Cool. Cool. So, what am I going to do? Second fleet. I think we need to get some colonies happening. So, Tellarite would like to cooperate. The Just League. We're not the Justice League, we're the Just League. New research. Force field sounds pretty good to me. And yeah, we're offering good stuff to our allies. And what's going on here? Andorians would like to cooperate with the Just League. Yes. It's pretty convenient, hey, for the humans that all the neighbors kind of had like similar thoughts about the universe and everything. Made the forming the Federation a lot easier. The NX project, a new enterprise. Excellent. It's a special project. Always forget where those are. A new enterprise. Research that stuff. I want it. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. So 360, is that enough? I don't think it is. Springboard, and what's the other one? Let's take a look at the surface here. There's some food, a little bit of engineering. Lots of blocker tiles, though. Lots of blocker tiles here as well. We would get like a +1 to each of these resources, though, if we build here. And plus once we clear this tile off, we'll have a +1 to energy there. Alright. Let's do it. Springboard. I think I need to start like... Oops, I took a screenshot. I'm going to be calling this the Monte Rico planet. Because Monty is a cool guy. Check out his stuff. A polarized hull plating, sure. Monastery. News that the Vulcan High Command was using its holy sites to hide covert listening posts to spread rapidly. Has spread rapidly after a strike team of Andorian elite forces struck Pajem and a facility beneath the Vulcan Monastery. The Vulcan High Command's reputation across the quadrant has suffered, while sympathy for the Andorian Empire has grown. Embassy bombing. The United Earth Embassy on Vulcan has been the target of a successful terrorist attack. Several hundred human and Vulcan casualties have been reported. Domestic violence is almost unheard of on Vulcan, and no group has yet claimed responsibility. However, many in the Vulcan Vashar intelligence service believes that the bombing was the work of the Cyrenite movement, a group dissatisfied with the Vorus administration's foreign policy. I guess we'll do an investigation. Let's take NX Shuttle Pod. Embassy vying the Vulcan High Command has formally approved Earth's request to dispatch a team. Okay, so that's a special project as well. Do I have to suspend my other special project to do that, though? We need a science vessel in orbit. Okay. And that's got to be where? Is it on Earth? Or is it on Vulcan? It is on Vulcan. Alright, well, let's do it. Research project, go for it. Probably take you like a year to get there. Migration treaty with the Andorians. I think they like ice-type planets, so I don't know if they'll be able to get too much out of that. I didn't realize that the upgrade would cost that much, but anyway. Biolab 2 is now done. Core sector systems +1 will take that. So Earth. So we are building that colony ship. That's great. And we can upgrade our biolab. Get our biological systems going. Sounds kind of dirty. Okay, so we're going to grab you. We're going to put you up here. You're going to be doing some research for us, my friend. Working in a basic engineering lab. Doing some of that basic engineering. I don't know, making like parallel and series circuits. It's been a while since I've done anything with electronics, so that's about all I got. Construction ship still has nothing to do. Science ship, it's still moving down there, okay. So we still need like, what, 316? Was it 315 to develop that any further? Okay, I'm guessing, yeah, the Andorians can do Cassius Belli, and it's a good omen for a comet. Unity. 27 months till the next Unity thing. Man, my collar is really, really out of sorts. Okay. Whole bunch of energy. And just want to see how things... everybody's equivalent. Everybody kind of likes everybody. That's good. The Vulcans superior. Makes sense. They've been exploring the universe for like several hundred years, longer than we have, at least canonically. We now have the Enterprise. It's today's Enterprises, though. It's not yesterday's Enterprise. Okay. We're going to move you in with you. So we now have an NX class Enterprise. Cool. And I wonder when the Xindi attack's going to happen, because I know it's going to happen. At least it has happened in the past. So this construction ship still has nothing to do. Earth, what am I doing? I'm building that.
Construction complete.
And that is done. Hardened force fields. My force fields get so hard. Escape pods. Let's go for that. First fleet, second fleet. Okay, they're still kind of maxed out. Cool. So is our science ship? It's got one more jump to make. Okay. Cool, cool. Earth, Mars. So all of us should be like under one federation at some point. Now let's check out the coalition. Can we invite? Yes. There we go. There we go. And we should invite the Tellarites as well. I'm not sure why.
Establishing colony.
The AI hasn't decided to do that. Let's see. Acceptance minus 1,000. Because apparently the Vulcans and the Andorians don't like the Tellarites for whatever reason. Interesting. The NX project, the Enterprise, was originally designed to be the flagship of Starfleet, but until recently has served in a more frontline capacity. Starfleet Command has decided that that's going to change. The Fleet Maneuvers exercise will involve dozens of Starfleet and civilian ships, as well as friendly delegations from nearby empires. The Enterprise will take part in several simulations of likely scenarios, from tracking down pirates using grid search to aiding freighters under attack. This training exercise is a truly crowning moment for the NX project. The goal is not to only improve Starfleet readiness, but to allow knowledge that the Enterprise crew has gathered through real usage to be disseminated throughout the fleet. The Enterprise was a testbed for many prototype technologies that has proven itself ready for wider use.
Log updated.
And that has actually unlocked another... No, we still don't have our science ship. But we can start this one, though. The Joint Exercises Project, and we'll see how that pans out. We do have 300 minerals right now. So Monte Rico, what are you doing down here, my friend? I would like to colonize this planet as well. And we'll colonize from Earth. And we'll call this the Ray. After another fellow YouTuber. Okay. Embassy bombing. After several days analyzing the rubble of the embassy building and questioning identified witnesses, Meg Mao has concluded that the evidence does indeed point to the Sirenites as the perpetrators of the bombings. The evidence seems almost too strong, however. Several chemical traces which link materials found in Vulcan's Forge region of the planet, where the Sirenites are known to keep a hidden commune, should have decayed within minutes of the blast and be barely detectable. We're going to continue our investigation, because that seems strange, mysterious, and somewhat illegal. The Franklin apparently doesn't have a scientist, so we're going to have to fix that. Anomaly discovery chance. Okay, so we'll take you for that. Can you do this thing now? What am I looking for? We're looking for to do. Oh yeah, that was the embassy bombing. It was down here. Okay. So our science ship. Let's get you to check out these systems, because we don't know what's going on down this way, and I'd like to establish a few more colonies, if I could, before we get penned in, because we are kind of surrounded by different people. The Orions, I think, should be down around here. Klingons are like over there, here. Anyway, construction ship still's got nothing to do. The Forge. Meg Mao's investigation has led him to the Vulcan's Forge region, where the Cyrenites are known to keep at least one hidden commune. A vast desert, the Forge is subject to electrical sandstorms and geomagnetic anomalies that interfere with scanning technologies. Progress to the Forge is slow and made more dangerous by the constant threat of Celet's attack. Okay. Trying to harken back to the Enterprise episodes. I can't I remember them being in the Forge, but what exactly happens there? Core Sector Systems +1. Let's go for diplomacy or slavery. It's a bit of a divergent path for sure. Okay, so that's being done. Earth's building another colony ship. After taking shelter from an electrical sandstorm with a passing Vulcan pilgrim, Meg Mao has made a remarkable discovery. While referring to himself initially as Arif, the pilgrim is in fact Saren, the leader of the Cyrenite movement. Professing ignorance of the embassy bombing, he promises to lead Meg Mao back to the Cyrenite compound in the Takarth Sanctuary in order to prove the matter. Okay. Cool, I guess. For some reason, the Final Fantasy Win fanfare is stuck in my head. Shortly after arriving at the Takarth Sanctuary, Meg Mao meets with a number of Cyrenites who, together with Siren, attempt to explain the nature of their movement and how it rejects violence. A young woman named T'Pau is particularly vocal in her defense of the movement. The debate is interrupted by alarms and the sound of explosions. Looking to the sky, several Vulcan fighters can be seen laying waste to the ground beneath them. The geomagnetic anomalies of the Forge have reduced their accuracy, but not enough to prevent the deaths of many Cyrenites as they attempt to escape. Cyrenite himself is fatally injured, dying shortly after placing his hands on Meg Mao's face and muttering, "Remember." Meg Mao and T'Pau escape into the cave network. Outrageous!
Technology discovered.
What do we got here? NX shuttle pod is done. Let's go with engineering lab number 2. Okay. Apparently we can upgrade our fleet again for 20, so might as well do that. Meg Mao has experienced a number of visions following the attack on the Cyrenite base, learning that Siren carried the Katra or soul of Surak, now transferred to himself. The mental toll is heavy. T'Pau reveals that the underpinning of the Cyrenite faith is the Kershar, an ancient artifact said to contain the complete writings of Surak, thought lost to time. With the Kershara, T'Pau argues that they can prove the Cyrenites' peaceful ways to the Vulcan High Command. Meg Mao offers his help to locate the artifact. This keeps getting deeper and deeper. Okay. I guess we'll just wait for that stuff to happen. The Colander Scrolls. Greetings from the Andorian Empire. Prime Minister Nathan Samuels. I wish it were not so, but I'm afraid I must request a favor from the human people. The Tellarite technocracy has long refused the return of the Colander Scrolls to their rightful home on Andoria. Would you be willing to represent us? Well, let's see what they are. They were presented to the Tellarite First Speaker shortly after our first contact between. The Tellarite government have since betrayed us and claimed the temporary nature of the arrangement was never agreed. Scrolls have enormous cultural value as the earliest known documentation of modern Andoria political theory. Their presence on Tellar Prime is proving intolerable, there we go, to many on Andoria. Sure, let's help them out. We have our gratitude, so is that a special project? With the Katra of Surak in his mind, Meg Mao is able to locate the underground monastery where the Kirshara has been kept safe for centuries. A small, elongated pyramid with a Vulcan writing alongside its faces, the Kirshara, shows evidence containing advanced storage and display technology. It's got like 4K HD. T'Pau argues that the only logical conclusion, or course of action, because my mind sometimes replaces words for no reason, is now to present the Kirshara to the Council of Ministers and argue their innocence. Meg Mao instead suggests that perhaps the Kirshara would be safer off-world, arguing they should locate a shuttle and return to its ship in orbit. Let's take it to their capital, I guess. Capital City. The scrolls. Man, there's so much going on. The Tellarite technocracy has agreed to return the coal and scrolls. With continued access to the scrolls agreed for all Tellarite technocracy citizens, the Tellarite government has agreed to an admission of wrongdoing, which has gone a long way to placate many of those on Andoria who demanded the scrolls return. Okay, so we did some diplomacy. Still can't invite these guys to the coalition, I guess. Maybe that's why they didn't like him. I don't know. But anyway, where's their science ship right now? Kashira! The journey from Vulcan's Forge to the capital is long and arduous, but Meng Mao and Tapao eventually reach the city's outskirts. Finding shelter with a Sirenite sympathizer, the pair carefully plan their next move to confront the council with the Kashira and demonstrate their innocence. Man, this just keeps going and going, huh? Their plan is success. Tapao and Meng Mao have infiltrated the council chambers of the Vulcan High Command and forced those present to bear witness to the Kirshara and the Sirenite claims of innocence. While many were awed by the presence of the Kirshara, Minister Volis reacted with uncharacteristic anger and attempted to destroy the artifact and kill Tapao and Meng Mao in the process. The United Earth investigator Meng Mao, tasked with uncovering the truth of the embassy bombings on Vulcan, has been instrumental in revealing the innocence of the Sirenite movement to Vulcan authorities, and reclaiming the Kirshara artifact containing the complete writings of Surak. How the Vulcan people absorb and deal with this information is hard to gauge, but Meng Mao has completed his task and will be returning to service. Okay. And we're still going. With the revelation to the Vulcan public that the Kirshara and the collected teachings of Surak, the minority of Sirenite movement is shown to be an accurate representation of Surak's belief. This new reality is absorbed. Sirenites, old and new, sweep into power, reflecting the broader changes to Vulcan culture that are about to take place. The Vulcan High Command will be reformed into the Confederacy of Surak. Okay. Alien probe. It just keeps going. Soul monitoring stations have detected an alien probe on a direct course to Earth. This is, of course, the what's their faces. And all attempts to hail it are not happening. I don't think we'll be able to stop it. Where's my fleet?
Special project complete.
Whoa. Where is it? Where is it? It's up there, okay. We'll send the fleet after it anyway, and we'll see if the Enterprise can stop it, but I think it's going to hit Earth, and it's probably going to wreck one of my buildings, because I think that's what happened last time. Gravimetric manifold warp engines. Man, this stuff is a mouthful sometimes. And not in that way.
Complete.
Okay, so we are fighting the Xindi probe. There we go. That's who it is, the Xindi. Can never remember the name. Can we build another ship, maybe? I don't know. Probably better if we upgrade our building on Mars here. We need 5 pops. Okay, so we need to clear off space for that to happen. What about Earth? Might as well leave Earth alone until we figure out what we lose here. Yeah, if it's like the show, this thing's going to roll in on us. I think they give it like so many hit points that like you can't actually stop it. We're making like a small dent, but I really don't think it's going to happen for us. Starbase is shooting. It's at about half health. Maybe we can stop it. Maybe I'm amazed by you, and maybe it's Maybelline. Who knows? Oh, maybe? Alien probe. We have successfully prevented the alien probe from entering Earth orbit. Preliminary scans of the wreckage indicate the probe carried with it a single-use condensed energy weapon, which had it fired, would have been capable of destroying a large region of Earth's surface, aka Florida. Prime Minister Nathan Samuel's administration has planned a series of celebrations to honor the men and women of Starfleet who have averted this tragedy. The question remains, who sent this weapon of mass destruction? Okay, well, I wasn't expecting to actually win that, but anyway, I'm glad that that happened, because that has brought us to the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you liked what you saw, think about liking the video. Think about subscribing to the channel. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors. We'll see you next time. Take care and have yourself a great day.